Gather around. This story has been long in the telling, but soon we approach its end. Long ago, the land of Irion fell into a great civil war. The city-states and the races therein all fighting each other for dominance over the land, only stopping when the great dragon, Dragatha, nearly burned the land to the ground. 30 years later, a party of adventurers was manipulated by a powerful mind flayer into being the catalysts for another civil war. And in an attempt to wipe Irion clean again and take its power, Dragatha was resurrected and set against them. But history repeated, as the people of Irion banded together once more to slay the dragon. This alone, however, would not save Irion, for the Mind Flayer still lived, and schemed to awaken a powerful being known as the Old Voice, capable of doing far more damage than Dragatha ever could. And even without that, the tensions of Irion still remain, with little to no proof that the Mind Flayer even existed. And so our heroes rally together, with companions they have gathered over their long journey, to represent the hopes of Irion, and its last chance to survive an assault that could ravage the land or even the world itself.
I won't stand idle. Not while people's lives are at stake.
I will not make the same mistakes again.
You're my friend. You're my family. And I'll protect you at all costs.
The time for civil war is over. Now our fight is for Irion.
Together, they will race against time to the sunken city of Yolroom to overcome its challenges, and finally confront the Mind Flayer before the world they know is lost forever to his machinations. The road ahead of them is long and perilous, but it is the only chance that the world has if they are to save the fallen empires. Last time on Rolling with Remix, Fallen Empires. Our heroes continued to fight against the conglomeration of dwarven souls, eventually figuring out the name of the creature was a caller in darkness, the kind of thing that normally formed when dozens and perhaps hundreds of souls all died very quickly in the same area. But finally, they were able to destroy it and take a moment to catch their breath. Afterwards, our heroes headed into the large tenement building to see if they could gather more information, including about what caused the souls in the slums of Yolroom to suffer so much, where they were confronted by one of the ultimate challenges to face any adventuring party: a puzzle and a door. After spending almost as long figuring out how to open the door as they did fighting the caller in darkness, finally, our heroes opened the way to a stairwell, the bottom of which led down to a bunker that they did not want to break through, but the top of which, thanks to a ledger found after careful investigation, led towards Von Tharm's apartment. And figuring that the apartment of the architect of Yolroom was the most likely place to look for keys, they headed towards it, but found a trap waiting for them, dropping the room and its furniture down into a sludgy, sewer-like complex. Figuring they had no choice but to go carefully down themselves, our heroes entered the dank and dirty maze, being confronted with the wraith of Von Tharm himself. Mad with rage and envy towards the upper classes of Yolroom, for looking down on him despite him having built the city, and leaving the slums to die, Von Tharm could not be reasoned with, violently attacking the heroes on suspicions of them being allies of the king, and even managing to temporarily slay Zutzag, their companion, before finally being struck down. Our heroes searched through his hoard, including a sentient greatsword, Angel's Bane, that fought at his side, and insisted it would only accompany the heroes and lend them its power if it was used to slay King Ranmar of Yolroom. But, most importantly, in the middle of Von Tharm's hoard, they found one of the keys that could unlock the gate to Castle Yolroom. Where will our heroes go next in search of keys? Will they leave the slums for good? Or will they decide, I want to go back there and fight a giant insect? Find out on tonight's episode of Rolling with Remix, Fallen Empires. Hello, and welcome to Rolling with Remix Fallen Empires, the show where everything is in an underwater dungeon and your life doesn't matter. I am your host, Alex, and with me as always we have our lovely cast and crew of players. We have Atlas.
It's great. We have an underwater dungeon that is dry but still below water. It's perfect. What more could you want?
We have Jojo.
Story of my life.
We have Queen.
Hey, how you doing, Angel's Bane? Let me whisper in your ear.
ASMR is banned. Prepare for destruction. And we have Scott.
This is like the 10th whale shark I've caught in this month. God damn it.
Get that money. Get that money.
Hell yeah. 10K, baby. Easy.
15K if you wait for Chip.
Very true.
So, before we start, this is the middle of Camp Streamix, where the various teams who stream on Internet Remix compete to see who can be Darby's best friend. And as obviously that is me, it is up to you to help us prove that by giving us some sexy, sexy bits. If you do, we will fill in that bar up top, and my players will draw from the deck of magic things, which they all love the results of and cannot wait to do.
Yes.
What could be better? You make us suffer and Darby happy. It's win-win all around.
Exactly.
Nowhere.
So,
I love character arcs.
That being said, when last we left off, our heroes had gone through the slums of Yolroom and faced off against the Wraith of Von Tharm, the dwarven architect who made the city. Having destroyed him and taken his stuff, including one of the keys to the gate that leads to Yolroom Castle, they have now gone back up to the tenement building to rest. I don't remember if we decided short or long rest, but we can do that now, and sort through the things.
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 I mean, we've been traipsing around in this tenement building for a while. Has there been any indication or evidence of other things being through here, or has it just pretty much been empty?
Investigation check, please.
Cool, awesome.
Investigation.
Alright. The both of you are relatively certain that, while obviously at one point this place was packed, there's been enough water damage. This place was hit very, very hard by water damage. That there's nothing living in here, and the unliving that you saw were incorporeal stuff, and you've detected, like, no traces of those passing through this area recently. You're relatively certain that nothing else lives in the tenement. That being said, Malifane, since you have the slightly higher edge, there's still a chance that something can pass through. But, given that you'd be in a building rather than out in the open streets, this is shelter and cover, so you're reasonably certain you can rest up here.
I mean, if we take watches, we might as well try for a longer rest, because, whew, boy, Zatek, I love you, but wow,
I'm dying.
You're looking rough.
I'm dying, squirrel.
Yeah, I think
Well, you're not dying anymore, thankfully, but you're very close, yes.
Yeah, incredibly.
It's best if we treat it the same as any other way. Just make sure we all stand guard.
I think it's best
Sounds
for us
good.
to
Gotcha.
get all of our strength back.
So, who's on first?
I'll be first.
I can take second.
Sure, I can take third.
Okay.
I would offer, but I really should be recovering, so...
Yeah,
you
you
rest,
really
you
should
can worry
be.
about it.
Please get some rest, Zatek.
I got it, buddy.
Because I need an hour to bond with the weapon, can I share a watch with someone?
You can share.
You should share. I was about to say you should probably you could share one with me because I'm actually not very perceptive
I shall do
at
that.
all.
Oh, and I've got advantage on perception, so yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not very perceptive.
Yeah, I have a +4 in perception, so that would be best.
I don't like that.
What on earth could you not like about that?
Okay. I hate that even more.
I mean, he said there was a chance that wandering things could come across us. It's just like that, you know?
That's
Yep.
True. That's true. Okay. Am I good to roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
Fell asleep.
you fell asleep.
Momo.
Sorry. I'm awake.
Try to be more careful next time, okay?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just try to get some rest. You really seemed like you needed it.
Thank you.
And
Oh, nice.
Fuck
thank you,
yeah.
Anuki. You are a good help.
Anuki is a good friend.
Thank you, Daddy.
All right. Meliphane. You hear the sound of, like, buzzing, droning wings passing by the apartment. And you are on high alert with Anuki at your side. So you peek around, and you see, the same alien creatures that were in the, like, Temple of Dragatha's second level, the Migo that were down there. You see a couple of them buzzing by, landing on nearby buildings, clicking and clacking to each other, looking around. They don't notice you, per se, because you're a very stealthy boy, and you got a natural 20 perception to hear them a long way away.
What did you say they were? I'm sorry.
The Migo.
Amigo, okay. Do they look... what's the word that I'm looking for on this? Do they look... hostile?
Make an insight check. Also, thank you for the bits, Sleepy.
Thank you!
Insight.
Well, that's a lot.
Alright.
30, 20.
Cool.
Given the strange and bizarre biology of the Migo, it's very hard to ascertain their intentions. You have, however, seen them before, and they look to be operating pretty similarly as the last time you saw them. They look focused on observation first and foremost. That being said, they are not stopping by any particular location for very long. So you get the sense that, oh, something else is driving them to, like, keep moving, keep looking around, because on their own, they'd just be stopping, poking at everything they possibly could. That being said, since they're focused on observation, they don't appear particularly hostile, just, like, looking around the area.
During the rest of my watch, I will keep a sharp eye on their motions, their observations, and if they are getting, like, if they are taking any particular motions, or if they have their sights on the party, I will wake Corellian up for... yeah.
Alrighty. It is now, third watch time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Hey, you... remember the Migo, right?
What?
It's kind of a sort of bug swarm creature type things. We encountered them in Dragatha's lair.
Yeah.
They seemed rather, you know... Oh, I mean, that's fine. They really didn't pose all too much trouble when we were down there, so that's okay then, right?
That said, still worth just keeping notes on that.
Right. No, of course.
All right.
Cool. Also, during the watch, I'd like to take the time to identify the dragon statuette that we picked up, loot-wise.
Cool. I shall take a little peek into your inventory and reveal what that is, so you're not
Oh my god.
mystified.
I will.
Exciting!
I'm so excited.
Alright, so, This particular dragon statuette, like I said, it's made out of alabaster and electrum, and the dragon it's hard to look at in particular is very, very slim. Like, a lot of dragons are pretty bulky. Like Dragatha, he was a bulky dude. Sindre, she was fairly bulky, even with the clockwork attachments. The skeleton of the white dragon that you saw in the northeast of Irion, that was bulky. This one, incredibly slender neck, slender head, slender body, slender wings. You don't know how to scale it is and how big it would be, but you're not familiar that much with this type of dragon. However, you do, after a while studying it, figure there is sub-magic in here. If a minute is spent covering the statuette of this dragon in fresh blood, each sentient creature within 20 feet will gain inspiration. It only works once, though.
Ooh. Alright. Exciting.
Fresh blood of a sentient creature, I should clarify.
Okay.
Fancy.
Neat. Thank you.
Also, thank you for the bit,
yeah.
Stark Mandalore.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Are we good to roll perception or nah?
Yes, go ahead and roll perception.
Cool. I've got so many tabs open. Okay. Perception. There it is. Advantage.
He has advantage on these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just... Listen, it doesn't set it at advantage. It's 18. It's alright. And our weapon bond as well.
Cool. You take some time with your knowledge of how to interlock, basically, the arcane and the arts of war to get a closer bond to Angel's Bane. So even if you can't, like, telepathically hurl it around like Von Tharm did, you can just return it to your hand immediately and be all woo cool with it. And,
in which case, I'm gonna test something. Do you mind if I just set you down, like, about 100 yards away?
Why would you want to do that?
I go, set him down, then summon him.
Oh, that's why you would want to do that.
Now, how did that feel?
Trick.
I don't feel anything except bloodlust.
So we can all, like, people who are awake, like, Angel's Bane is talking out loud, question mark?
No, it's Angel's Bane can only communicate telepathically.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it!
Darn, so I can't hear him. Alright.
Man.
Unfortunate. But that's
Tragic.
the languages.
I just look at Curly just like, trust me, it talks.
No, I believe you, but also that nice. That's cool as hell.
It's it was one of the first tricks I learned. It's nice.
Yeah.
Alright. And during the watch, a couple things happen.
Oh no.
The two of you hear chanting going down the streets. Chanting in deep speech.
Oh, bugger. Okay.
I don't does Malphite know deep speech?
Quintessa
Unfortunately
did.
not.
Alright. I think we're kind of
I think you're kind of SOL.
You-
yeah,
you
that's
are
fine.
common, but not deep speech.
Yeah, that's pretty different.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh well.
yeah.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure it's nothing good.
Yeah.
Does it look like they're casting magic of some kind? Would it be like reasonable to try and see if that was a thing?
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
I'm great at these.
Alright.
Nice.
Netting.
The both of you
Twinsies.
figure that since there are no giant tentacles appearing to smack the absolute bastard shit out of you, it's probably not magic. You don't know for sure, but it's not hurting you right now.
Well, that's something.
Alright.
Do mind flays prey?
Why would they? To whomst?
I
Or
don't know.
whatst?
I don't know what. That's why I'm asking you.
I mean, I don't think so, considering the whole goal of, God, something along the lines of taking a god's power. Somehow I don't feel like they're practically devout, but
Okay.
that's just a guess.
Because I was thinking if that's not a conversation, it could be a religious chant, but that's fair.
Do you look out the window to investigate?
Sure!
Why not, like, peep out a little bit?
You peek out a little bit, looking around to see where the chanting's coming from. No need for a perception check since it's pretty loud. And you see a bunch of humanoid figures walking through the streets, swinging little incense bowls back and forth, doing their chanting. None of them have faces. It's all just like blank sheets of flesh hovering where their eyes, nose, and mouth should be, and yet there's still chanting coming from them.
That's really concerning. Also, incense might be religious. Maybe.
It might be religious.
But not-
Would I be allowed to make that check?
Yes.
Awesome. Let me double check something real fast.
Can I
think
do it
get
too?
a +1 because I have these gauntlets
sure,
on,
yeah.
but it's not showing. Nice, doesn't matter.
Nice. Alright. Probably religious. That looks like incense to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more of a laissez-faire religion type of person.
Religion and Corellian have an understanding.
Could
Yeah, basically.
Could we try and identify what they are?
With that low of an Arcana and Religion score, you don't know.
Crap.
I mean, I guess we can take proverbial notes and bring them back to camp. Maybe somebody else would know, but otherwise, I'm just glad they're going that way and not this way.
Alright. Then after that, when you, back away from the window to get back on watch in case they see you, you hear this boom of like a body landing overhead, and then a groan.
Is there any movement after the groan? Like, does it seem like whatever it is laying there, or is getting up?
There's some shuffling after that.
What was that?
Something or someone fell, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's try and barricade the door.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
You head back to the door, close it, start piling stuff against it. You hear the roof over you creaking with the sound of footsteps.
I can sense things, but I can't sense things through walls necessarily. Well, I guess it applies to ceilings as well. We've got two options. We can wait it out, or the ceiling's pretty rotted through.
And
We could
then
probably...
the
And
footsteps
then-
stop, the groaning gets quiet. Hear something that sounds like sniffing. I smell your blood, surface dweller. I know you're here. I know you've seen the door and hide forever. And you feel a surge of chaotic energy coming on.
Excellent. I think I was one of the last people to draw, so...
I believe it was Atlas last, so going down the list. Hey, Momo. You feel a surge of
Oh, is it my
chaotic
turn?
energy.
Oh boy, I love chaotic energy. I love
Have
chaos.
we-
That's my favorite thing.
Have we had the benefits of the rest, by the way?
Yes, I'd say at this point, yes.
Thank you.
Right.
So what did I just miss?
There's a weird creature on the roof, and it's just smelled us.
Oh, wonderful.
And it name dropped one of the
The
other
Vision!
players. So
Ooh.
Alright. The Vision. I believe that's a pretty good one. But,
Well, you say that.
the Vision. It's basically the augury spell. You ask a question and get an answer if it's a good fortune or bad fortune as a result. Weal or woe, basically.
Fuck. Never good at coming up with questions on the spot. Out of character, what do
Always
you
ask
guys
the
think
players.
would be beneficial?
Maybe ask if this thing's undead?
or if it would be a good idea to confront it or not.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that one's better.
I will do that. Momo will ask the creature. Should we fight it? Will we die or will we survive?
Whoa.
I
Um,
see.
Can I just say for flavor text that kind of wakes up Momo and he's like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. That's enough to
Okay.
wake Momo up.
Yeah, Momo jolts awake, looks around, sees that Corellian and Rax are gone. Fuck. And he like gets up and he like, darts around to see if he can still find them.
I mean, we're here. We're
Yeah,
just towards the door, kind
Towards
of
the door,
barricading it.
Barricading it shut.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood then. He looks over to them, gets up and like, guys, no, don't fight it.
Shh. Corellian gives a thumbs up.
Momo covers his mouth immediately.
I will speak to Angel's Bane telepathically and just go, I don't suppose you know what that is, do you?
I'm just gonna roll a chance roll real quick to see if Angel's Bane would have encountered this thing. Something to kill?
You're so intuitive.
Alright. There is some more shuffling. Another whump sound. A groan from up against the door.
I move back.
I'll stay kind of up against the door to try and keep it barricaded. Are there any other? There's a window, but are there any other egresses from the room that could be used?
Yeah, there is a window. It is pretty wide open, so y'all could just, like, dive out of that one if you needed to.
How far up are we?
I'd say you're about 3 stories up.
Okay, that's not the worst.
Alright. And... Little pigs! Little pigs! May I come in?
Corellian is gonna try and motion everyone to, like, try and get out the window. It's not too far of a climb/jump. If they anchor a rope real fast, that could probably work. They're planning on staying until the door breaks down to try and give everyone else as much time as possible.
Not by the hair on your chinny chin chin.
Corellian's just
Zedbag immediately picks up what's happening, runs for the window, and dives out.
Yeah, Momo
Yeah, I
follows
go.
shortly after.
Yeah.
It's not that bad a fall. You all managed to land relatively safely. It's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Yay!
Also, Momo, you can fly, so...
I
Momo,
did.
yeah, Momo, you can
Obviously.
fly. You're fine. Yeah,
I'm
you don't take
solid.
any damage, Momo. You just fly down.
Yay!
Grappling?
Yeah, you can, like, drop down a grappling hook and rappel down to avoid the falling damage.
Yay.
So you two are just cool and I just go,
Yeah, Rax, you do a cool superhero 3-point landing.
Ta-da!
My knees.
Yeah, Zedzag, on the other hand, whoop! I'm okay!
Oh.
My man just keeps falling from roofs.
I would have caught him.
It's okay, he had a long rest. He's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna wait and keep it barricaded and closed for as long as I can, and when I feel that it's gonna get broken through, I'm gonna run for the window and then Misty step down and fucking sprint, baby.
Yeah, you just feel this
Strength check?
bang from the other side of the door as something's just trying to knock it off its hinges.
Can I roll an opposing
Yes.
athletics or strength?
Absolutely. Technically, it would be
Alright.
athletics, but this creature's not trained in it, so strength it was.
Okay, so I would roll strength then, yes?
You can roll athletics.
Thank you, that's very, very kind of you. I have a plus 10 in it.
Yep. Yeah, you hold the door firmly against the creature as it bangs on the door, but it does not seem like it's stopping at any point.
Alright, I will... Well, everyone can move pretty fast, so I'll probably give it 30 seconds before I sprint and make a break for it, and I'll try and do so, like, right after it bangs once, so that, you know, while it's rearing back to bang again, I can have a little bit of time. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. You time in between bangs before just, like, letting go of the door and bolting over to the window.
Bolt over to the window, fucking Misty step down, baby, gonna do that, and book it.
You haul ass as you hear the door splintering behind you. And you hear just echoing through the streets, "The hunt is on, little piggies. You will squeal for me." But you just keep running through the maze-like streets of the slums, before finally stopping to catch your breath, relatively certain that you're in the clear.
I'm not.
Yeah, Rax, no, you just keep running anyway.
Yeah, fuck that.
Unpleasant. Unpleasant.
What the hell was that? Sounded squeamish.
Going to be level with you, I did not turn around and look. At all, whatsoever. But it did mention Cullador, who is one of the other Mind Flayer lieutenants, so...
Yeah.
I mean, being on first person, or first name terms, either whoever it is pretty high up on the list, or... I don't know. Either way, hate that. Exceptionally hate that.
We're not going back to that.
I mean, we got what we needed. We have the key.
We have the key. Technically speaking, we could just leave the slums and not look back. I don't know what else would be here.
Well, do we ring the bell?
That's the thing, is if we ring the bell and manage to have a planned encounter with whoever's in charge of this area, that's, you know, another foe that we don't need to fight later, back when we get to the, you know, central bit of it all.
Exactly.
Okay.
I would prefer we do that. I don't want more things hunting us as we go along.
Agreed.
Okay. In that case, out of character, do you guys think it would be a decent enough idea to go back and get a different ally, or do you think we can stick with Zedzag? I don't know.
I think Zedzag should be fine. Actually, I'm not sure, because he was, like, bodied by the last fight, so...
True. Although the thing that we almost encountered seemed to have I don't know, flown in or something. So that's at least some distance support that we can get, because between only 2 of 4 of us are pretty decent at distance shit. So
Yeah.
As long as
I don't know.
between whoever we're facing, why am I saying that? We already know who it is. As long as we can get between them and Zutzeg, he should be fine.
Yeah, and if we just keep him way back as much as we can. Actually, how does Zutzeg feel about staying on with us, or does he think that it would be better for him to stay back at camp?
I am very bad at tactical operations that don't involve hanging back and shooting things.
I mean, the plan is to have you hang back and shoot things, but how are you feeling, all things considered?
I mean, I don't know, my feet are a little bit sore after falling 3 stories.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy clap on Zutzeg's shoulder. You'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be great. Surely I won't be able to die twice in a day, right? Right?
No, but seriously,
Right?
if you would rather go back, please say so now.
Canonically, Zutzeg would not say that, so he just kind of like,
Well,
for an uncomfortable amount of time.
okay.
He would not say it, but
All right. Better question. If not me, who would you guys be looking at taking?
Well,
probably.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, probably someone with the more ranged magic bent. That would be
that's
my
what I was
best
gonna
guess.
So Solana?
think of it.
Is Annabelle more? Annabelle's more like close-up type stuff, right?
Annabelle focuses on mostly support magic, like Annabelle's mostly healer and support.
Okay. So I guess in terms of range, then either Solana or Zutzeg would be our best bet, I think.
If it is who we think it is, we're going to need firepower, both metaphorically and quite literally.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah. Momo also has fireball, so...
I do have fireball.
Hell yeah, you do.
Yeah, baby. I have a lot of ranged spells, actually.
Tell you what, it actually, tactically, it might be better to have Zutzeg, because he has a very consistent ranged option, whereas spells are fairly limited, all things considered.
Okay.
So, I think maybe we should keep him on. He can't die twice in one day, right?
I mean, 2 times, right?
Right?
Right, yeah.
Right?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
Not better. So, I guess the plan is to retreat, maybe either see if we should do anything like provisions or weaponry wise. We could go back to the forge if we need something along that line. I don't know. Actually, that's something I will check on, so give me a
We
moment.
still have the Electrum box, which we can sell. Right?
That's
true.
Along with the other treasures we've acquired. And with those, we could obtain one of the items from the forgery. From the forge.
Yeah, that would be maybe a good idea. Am I blind? I'm not seeing it in the shops tab.
Loot and Lynn's Anvil.
Ah, okay, thank you.
It's because of the way the module I have that handles loot and shops works that it has to be in the characters tab under loot.
I do not see the Anvil.
Sidekicks, species.
Hmm?
Annabelle would be under PCs, and then sidekicks. I don't think you have access to her sheet, though.
No, and under loot we only see, or I only see Von Tharm's hoard, so...
I see the storage sewers and Von Tharm's hoard. There it is. Thank you.
Massive mall. That could be reforged. That does fire damage. Looking at that.
Remembering that I know, while you're looking at that, I'm saying it's worth noting that the Black Opal sells for 1,000, and the Electrum Box sells for 250. So that already accounts for a couple of these items. Not all of them, but at least one of them.
Don't forget we split the gold, so we got 280 last time each.
Right.
Okay.
Which I think we already put in our character sheets because that's how the split module thing works, so...
Do not remember.
Yes, I think.
Okay.
I think so. Either that or I had to put it in manually because it was bugging out.
Oh, yeah, we put it in manually, I think.
I have a few other things I could probably deal with selling. 4K, 4.5K.
For a big hammer.
But it is a big hammer. A very big hammer. Which can be made into a medium hammer, I'm sure. I'm gonna look over that and do a little bit of thinking, so please give me a moment, sorry.
That's fine.
And some math.
Math.
For reference chat, the big fuck-off hammer is called Forge Master's Might. +2 to attack and damage. You need a strength of 17 to swing it around. And you could also set it on fire for additional damage.
That's freaking awesome.
What's not to like, you know?
Alright, so I just converted my silver into gold because I had like 2,000... What did I have? 2,550 silver, and I was like, there's no way I shouldn't convert that to gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lazy money. Hey.
Kind of the... I guess, maybe a good option would just be to go sell our stuff. And I have a few items I could maybe try and sell. I do have the Plague Priest's gauntlets. That might sell for something as well, and I would have to double check some other stuff, but we'll see what we can get. I mean, at least it would be maybe worthwhile stopping by.
All right. Anyone else have things they want to buy and or sell before heading to the anvil?
I am looking.
No, I'm not really.
Someone roll?
Cool.
Yep.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Just me. All right.
Yeah.
So since it looks like that's everybody, you had.
But I haven't decided. I'll think about it.
Cool. You head back to Anlin's Anvil in the middle of the market district. It's in quite a state of disarray since the Minotaurs were routed from it, but it has recently been put back, and there are a whole bunch of forges that are lit up and like working on weapons by themselves. As Pasha the Ifriti is just kind of lounging back, watching it all happen. He sees you enter. Ah, my favorite customers. Perhaps you have Finally the funds for things that catch your eye, yes?
Hopefully. Are you willing to buy as well as sell?
I am in possession of quite a sum of money for certain things that catch my interest, yes.
Alright, alright. How much for, and Carlian will offer the Plague Priest gauntlets, and also they're wondering how much the Winter Queen's cutlass would go for.
Gauntlets, they are a bit small for me. I wonder if any of the slaves back home would have any. What exactly do these do?
They help with religion type things, blessings, that sort of deal.
50 gold, take it or leave it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Alright, you hand over the gauntlets, Pacha snaps his fingers and they burst into flame and disappear into smoke. 50 gold appears in front of you, falling from, I say falling from, no, I was wrong. Bursting from one of the forges and, like, landing at your feet, slowly cooling down.
Nice. Yes, and then the other, the
cutlass. Another religious one. This one from the Winter Queen. Obviously, we don't see much of her back in the Plane of Fire.
True. However, if you hold the cutlass, you know, you're a bit resistant to the cold, so I think that might be useful, yes?
Perhaps. Again, would be useful for some slaves if I need to send them into the Plains of Ice. 750.
Let me just double check some math. So, okay. 50, 750, so that would leave me with 800 gold, which is significantly not enough to afford Big Fuck Off Hammer, unfortunately. And I kind of do want to keep the, the cutlass until I can at least use it to exchange for Big Fuck Off Hammer. And I don't think the treasure we have is enough to cover the difference, so yeah, I don't, I think I'm gonna have to take a brain check on that. I still need to use it a bit more before I can figure out a replacement.
Suit yourself. I will be here when you are ready.
Thank you very much. Also, love what you're doing with the place.
Oh, yes. Finally, someone who knows the operation of this particular establishment can get it working. For a brief time, anyway. I don't expect I'll see many other customers.
Yeah, probably not. We'll be sure to stop by before we head out for good.
Have a safe trip if that is all you are requiring from me.
Much appreciated.
Alright. Since Scott is BRBing, if he needed anything from Anlin's Anvil, we can ask him and go back in time. In the meantime, you head back through the market streets, back to the central hub of your room, and unless you want to do anything else while you're here, you stand in front of the bell with the emblazoned insects on it.
Ding-a-ling, bitch!
Alright. You ring the bell with a loud tong, 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 and it echoes through the streets, reverberating with itself repeatedly in the narrow streets of the slums. But soon another sound overtakes the ringing bell. That of the buzzing of insect wings. It's soft at first, then it gets louder and louder, multiplied and multiplied. Thousands, if not millions, of flying insects swarming, for lack of a better word, the slums and infesting it with their power. Inside the slums, there are now regional effects. Intelligent creatures suffer frequent headaches. It's as if you have a constant buzzing inside your head.
Oh.
And all beasts within the lair are more irritable and violent than usual, and have the blood frenzy trait, which gives them advantage on melee attack rolls against a creature that doesn't have all of its hit points.
Wow.
Fuck! That's fine.
If someone is attuned...
Okay, so I'm still kind of AFK, but a reminder that a falcon counts as a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would somebody that's attuned to like a ring of mind shielding, would that help protect against like the headaches and stuff, or no?
Well, looking at the regional effect, it's flavor rather than anything particularly dangerous. So
Okay.
the ring of mind shielding would not save you from it. It's still a headache caused by like this constant droning inside and outside, but it's not debilitating in any mechanical sense.
Oh,
Could I-
okay, yeah.
Could I ask Angel's Bane to scream over it? To block it out?
You could. But somehow, I don't think I can scream for very long, given the circumstances of the guy who voices me. Do you taste copper? It tastes like blood.
I mean in flavor text, because I just try and get him to drone out the noise.
Rax over here with a migraine while everyone else just has a headache.
Yeah. You just hear this berserker scream that goes on and on since Angel's Bane has no lungs and no need to breathe.
Okay, never mind, I get it.
What? I can't hear you. Oh! And he just keeps on screaming.
I hate everything, let's fucking go.
Alright. Actually, before we go, how many, did only 3 people take the 10 HP from the fall damage, or did everyone?
It was, I believe, just Zutzag and Raxodal, since they didn't have any method to mitigate the fall.
Okay, cool. I will use 20 of my lay on hands points to get them up to full HP then.
Alrighty. Everyone is now at full HP, heading into the slums, and immediately the change is obvious. Webs, eggs, and broken chitinous shells are scattered around the streets, crisscrossing between what little space the tenements have not packed in. While several of these eggs, despite you just having rung the bell, look to have been in place for quite some time, others pulsate and writhe with something inside, ready to break free.
Hate all those. Do we want to
This is the most
try
horrifying
and
thing I've ever seen.
smash some eggs before they hatch, or?
Sure.
Yes.
The joys of spring and birth.
Anyway, Momo, you at least can burn them out.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess try and break eggs that look like they might cause us problems in the future, I suppose.
Okay, I will.
Momo, you have been assigned the task of going around looking for twitching eggs and then burning them. This makes the smell of rotten eggs so much worse as you go through the streets of the slums. But, for better or for worse, you haven't been jumped by anything bursting out of them. Anything alive, anyway.
Thank God. After I finish making a round, I go back. And he's just like, his eyes are watering from the smell. He's just, it's done. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's thank you. Let's roll.
All right.
Don't mention it ever.
Thanks for stepping up to the plate.
All right. You keep going through the slums till you get to where you could see some of the larger buildings. Webs and eggs have, of course, been decorated almost everywhere. There is a great concentration of them, both across the front archway of the art gallery and across the front facade of the temple in here.
Okay.
Are there any other eggs that Momo hasn't gotten to that are around that he should?
Just kind of scattered everywhere, and this is a maze of streets, Momo. Basically, every corner you turn, there is at least some kind of twitching and writhing egg, or the shell of one that, like, cracks and makes you jump a little to see, wait, is something hatching? No, it's not. It's just, a discarded exoskeleton.
He's just gonna get as many as he can. Just every turn they take, if he sees some, he'll just go like, ah!
Quick on the lighter. Did we ever establish what the god of the temple was, or rather what
no.
god was worshipped?
No, you never got close enough.
Oh, are we close enough to try and do that now?
Yeah, you can go head over in that direction if you want.
Cool.
No opposition?
No.
All right.
I just got back. You'll have to repeat what you asked.
We're gonna try and maybe get closer to the temple to see what god it's dedicated to, but there are lots of bugs and eggs and, all sorts of nasty things clustered towards the entrance of it. Fun stuff.
Oh, fun. Very nice.
Cool, so I guess we go do that, take a bit of a closer look, see if we can discern that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I need to double check a name really quick. Alright. Cool. You approach the temple. It's like covered in like broken eggshells, like tangled up webs, some of which twitch as you get near, but then stop as you look over towards them. There is just enough like writing carved on it, on the archway above the door, that those of you who recognize Dwarven recognize the name Dumathoin on it.
Dumathoin. Okay. Do we know that name?
Religion check, please.
Okay. The god of dwarves.
Not terrible at those.
Nope.
I mean, might as well, I guess.
It's not showing my rolls for some reason. I'm gonna refresh.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say refresh because it's showing that you're not in the Forge.
Weird.
Forge hates us today.
Fun times.
Yeah,
Religion?
Momo,
Never heard of her.
Momo, you want to do religion?
Yes.
Alright. Take 2.
Do your religion.
Yay! Okay.
Thank you, cleric.
Surprisingly, the cleric knows something about religion. Surprisingly, the anthropologist knows something about religion.
Oh, good.
Dumathoin is, like, not commonly worshipped in Irion, but pops up here and there across the rest of the 10 realms. Dumathoin is an exclusively dwarven deity. Primarily, Dumathoin is the keeper of secrets under the mountain. So a god of secrets. Momo, you also remember from your studies of various gods around the 10 realms. Dumathoin is also a protector of the dwarven dead.
Oh. I relay this information, this very interesting info, back to the party.
The dwarven dead specifically. That's very uncomfortable.
Dwarvish god, dwarven dead. Makes sense.
Yeah.
dwarven
Considering-
underwater city.
Yeah, considering the things we've fought so far. Not really surprised.
I mean, something tells me that Dimithorn would not be all too happy with all the dwarven undead that we've been encountering then.
I wonder. You don't
What are you, Sorry, go ahead.
You recall the, Oh, hang on 1 second. Sorry.
Did you
Sure.
say that?
You recall the souls that we encountered above the surface a little, well, not the surface, but, in the square a little while ago, right? There has to be some correlation.
I mean, probably, it would make sense to. I mean, who knows, maybe there's something that we can appeal to in the temple to see if we can, help out with that sort of thing, but otherwise, listen, I'm not really a religion guy, sorry, I don't really know how this shit works.
Trust me, I only know what little research I've done.
Far more than me, so you and Momo are the experts here. If you think it's worth going in and trying to get that, or get something done, then it's worth going in and trying to get something done.
True. Religion and King's March is more my forte.
Something must have happened. Why else would there be enraged, dead spirits of dwarves?
Yeah,
He's a god,
I mean,
if it's a protector of the dwarven dead. What the hell happened?
Well,
might be sorry, go on.
Wasn't it said like the king left them or abandoned them and then everything went to hell?
Well, yes, that's true, but even then...
The callers mentioned that something was taken from them. Usually a caller in darkness only appears when there's a great tragedy that has occurred. They're all usually killed in rapid succession. Maybe there's something in correlation with said royalty, something happened that ended up committing mass genocide.
They didn't have the protection.
Well, I mean, it's really flooded in here, and, you know, the things protecting the city did break. Could it be in reference to that major disaster that happened, do you think?
Perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or the temple could be incredibly desecrated inside, who knows?
Well, can't believe I'm saying this, but I think we should at least take a peek.
Alright. Let's go then.
Alright.
You push open the door and it creaks open. Inside the temple, it's ransacked, basically. There are various, like, papers, parcels, torn up texts scattered around the entryway, shattered, like, stone, former religious artifacts, broken pews, broken altars, and, like, the stonework itself, past the front wall, is torn apart, leading into this tunnel leading downward, from which you can hear, like, buzzing and scuttling, and this awful droning noise.
Okay, so... I propose that we just stay in this front room, take a look around, see what we can find, and then get the hell out of here. What do you say? Agreed? Yes, I totally agree.
Why did we think this was a good idea?
Because we are adventurers and we're idiots!
I mean,
It was my idea
yes,
anyway.
yes, adventurers, yes, idiots. But we're down here for, you know, also a kind of a bigger, more important reason than either of those, so that's kind of why we have to. Also, yes, it was your idea, but it was a good idea, Momo. Please don't beat yourself up about it.
Right. I mean,
could take a look around, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, you investigate, read through what is still intact. There's enough left to piece together, like, basic Dwarven. The texts were, like, usual holy texts of Dumathoin. Sorry, I keep interrupting. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
You okay?
Could I pick up some torn papers, torn documents, and see if I can't mend them together?
Yeah, absolutely. That, in fact, does help out a lot with deciphering what is on them as you put them together magically. These flyers, though they do look water damaged, they look to be of very slightly newer paper than the actual, like, Dwarven bound together books and texts. And in Dwarven, they read along the lines of, "Repent, ye sinners, your envy of the upper classes has blinded you to the rage that dwells within. If you could see the secrets and the festering darkness within yourselves, you would turn away from that hatred and step back into the light." And then it talks about a sermon that apparently will allow people to have that darkness made manifest. And then after that, there are a whole lot of insectoid bite marks in the paper.
Don't like that at all.
Just made manifest, huh?
I wonder if the swarm is the manifestation.
Either that or the color in darkness was. Who knows? Either way, that doesn't sound good. Not by a long shot.
Not whatsoever.
Some hidden classism in there. Von Thorn mentioned something similar, didn't he?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
So his words were not false.
Envy of those of the upper class. I suppose it would make sense.
Maybe that's why the king left. Maybe.
I mean, as much as it would suck, it would make total sense if the king and other upper class folk decided the best way to wait out the flood would be to hole up somewhere and leave it to hit the slums instead.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
And maybe by leaving, they took something, therefore letting the anger in the slums manifest into something horrible. That being the darkness or the swarm. And it all just went downhill from there.
Or it could be a non-material thing, like took their safety or defenses or something.
Or their
Either
protection.
way, that explains the genocide of the Dwarven souls.
Yeah. Well, I see why you hate him so much, Angelsbane.
Must be dead. He must be killed. I shall now go back to screaming to drown out the drone.
No.
Momo, may I take a look at that for a moment?
Oh, sure. He hands it to him.
I want to identify the, exact nature of the marks, like the bite marks.
Cool. Nature check.
I'll give you advantage.
Shit. Oh, nature is my best skill,
Oh,
totally.
never mind.
Oh, that's sarcasm.
Yeah.
Oh, take it if you need it.
Oh.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Well, thank you, Momo. Thank you.
This looks to be a mixture of different bites. You would guess primarily spider and ant, but obviously not of the same sizes that normal spiders are, like Nuki. Like, some of these are really fucking big bites. Like, roughly the size of a man. Maybe bigger. Probably bigger.
Wow. Imagine an ant's head the size
And
of
as
an
you
ant's
look
head.
at that, you hear this creaking from up above, this shuffling and these, wet chewing noises, and look up. There is this, a big old spider about the size of a man chewing on something that's caught in a web.
Can I try and identify what's in the web?
Make a nature check.
Can I have advantage? Someone?
I was gonna say, you scratched my back, I'll scratch yours.
Tag team to have nature advantage.
Okay, 19's
All
not
right.
bad.
Well, you can't quite tell because it's covered in webbing. It smells awful and pickled in brine. And it's roughly the size of a humanoid. Whatever
And
the
is it
spider's
looking?
eating.
And is it looking at us?
No, the spider is focused on its meal.
Okay, cool.
Mama looks up, notifies everybody with a silent hand wiggle. Then he looks over at everybody and points up.
Looks up?
You
Then
spot
you-
the spider having lunch.
Then he puts a finger over his mouth. And then he starts to, like, walk towards the door with some, like, papers in his hand.
Alright. Anyone who's looking at Rags, when he said he's not that squeamish about bigger spiders, it's very apparent now he lied.
Ah, yes, brother, we shall scream together! Oh!
Would you say it's pretty obvious, like, everyone could see that he's clearly petrified?
He's not petrified, but it's very... He's grinding his teeth.
Momo, while, like, scuttling to the door quietly, is gonna slide his hand under Rax's arm and, like, slowly pull him towards the door.
Oh, that would snap him out, and he'd follow you.
Cool.
So, out of character, I have a very dumb idea.
Yes.
Same right
and
now.
I'm not sure if this would work or not.
Let's hear it.
Either agree or shoot it down. Spiders have web sense. While in contact with a web, the spider knows the exact location of every other creature in contact with the same web.
So...
Spider includes familiars.
If Tiny Yuki can see what else is going on in there just by touching the web, I mean, why
I
not?
I would also tell him if he feels as if he is in danger or he is too close to the spider to get the fuck down.
Alright.
That being
What are your
said-
thoughts?
So, I think that's a pretty cool idea. However,
Yes.
not saying no to it, but these are just my thoughts. So, like you said, a spider can feel wherever something is on its web, yes?
Ah, I
So,
see. You're
that would
also
cause the big spider to sense where your familiar
Where Nuki is.
And yeah,
I
and
did
also,
not think
if we
that
were
entire
to shoot
thing
that thing
through.
down, what's to say there's more giant spiders along that web deeper in the tunnel?
I did not think that.
Yeah, here's the thing about big spiders as well. Normally they're hiding in egg sac.
Oh, yes, that's a very good point.
I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff swarming around. Are there other, like, smaller spiders and insects that are crawling around on the webs, or is it pretty much just these big boys?
You just see the one big boy. I'll say through the streets, tiny insects were scuttling around, like tiny cockroaches and spiders and stuff. Nothing dangerous, but there were a lot.
Bigger or because of how the food chain works, I do have to ask this: bigger or smaller than the familiar friend we have?
Bigger than a Nuki.
Yeah, okay, we're not doing that. I retract, Your Honor, I retract my previous statement.
Agreed.
So, we're just gonna... Okay. Do we want to, look into the gallery then, or...?
I mean, what else? do
I
we
would
have
say
to
so. We might as well just explore whatever we can.
I mean, either that or just drop a fireball down the tunnel, I mean.
Be cautious of the ceilings. And walls.
How about we check out the gallery first, and then I'll blow up the,
Right.
the spooky tunnel.
Yes, it's a good idea.
Righty.
We're off then.
You head out of the temple before getting too far in. Creep along, past some more like crawling vermin, insects, spiders, roaches, couple of flies buzzing past, and up to the gallery where there are some webs around the entryway, but you also notice a faint glow and smell from inside. That as you peek around the corner to see, hey, what is that? There are little torches with wrapped around leather cloth on them, with something faintly glowing orange and then alternating purple underneath it, emanating this very, very stinky gas. It smells vaguely of rotten peaches.
Oh.
Have I ever seen anything or heard of anything like this before?
Arcana check, please.
Yep.
Nope.
I'll try.
Nope.
This just gets more vile.
Now watch as I roll a nat 1. Oh, okay.
Got the best one so far.
Hey. Nope.
That's fine. I didn't want your stinking information anyway.
I'm pretty sure I have the spell Identify, so I think I'm gonna try identifying it. If I can.
Might want to double check. Might want to double check what the spell can target.
Hmm?
Oh, you might want to double check what the spell can target.
Yeah. If I can.
So, I'm just seeing the notes that I missed while I was gone. Alex, what defines a quote intelligent creature, unquote?
Us.
Well, actually, I do have notes about it. So, intelligent creatures, usually it means something with sapience and an intelligence of at least 6.
Oh. Well, shit.
What would you say classifies as beasts? Besides the obvious.
It's classification like humanoid, undead, aberration, giant, stuff like that. It's gonna be in a NPC or monster sheet if it's a beast. So that would be a horse or a dog. A lot of insects.
Right. Alright, cool. Thank you.
And
I also
just
do
to
not have the spell Identify.
reiterate, familiars such as the falcons or the spider do not count.
If it replaces their beast classification with celestial or something like that, then they would not be subject to blood frenzy.
Okay, cool.
If it was, what if it tried attacking you? Okay. Guess Momo's gonna try and look at one. Pull the little leather veil off of it.
Alright. You unwrap the little leather coverings. It looks to be a fruit that someone opened up, not peeled open like an orange, but cracked open and left open like a watermelon. Basically, it's this big purple-skinned fruit with blood orange insides, and it stinks like rotten peaches real bad as you remove the covering from it.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on it to change the smell to I don't know, common soap.
Alright. You change the smell of that particular torch with the smell on it to common soap. And then you start to notice something. The spiders that were outside start crawling into the museum, getting closer to the torch that now smells like common soap. They're avoiding all the other torches, though.
Oh, Momo makes it smell like peaches again. I mean, rotten peaches. He's like, oh, no. Go back.
Oh, there's more. Hate that.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Undo.
Backspace.
All right. You undo, and the spiders scatter in all directions. Some heading deeper into into the museum, scattering down the hallways, but most just heading outside, back into the streets of the slum.
Wait, what was it? Was it coming towards that specifically, or was it coming towards us?
How many of these torches are there?
There are approximately 4 set up in a row in the front foyer of the museum.
Guys, I need each of you, we need to carry these around. It's repellent.
Oh!
They started coming toward us when I got rid of the smell, and as soon as I put it back, they ran away. It's repellent!
What kind of smell did you change it to?
Just common soap. I took away the nasty peach smell, and then they started coming back.
Makes sense. Insects are typically attracted to sweet scents.
Can we pick them up?
You try. You just feel this, wobble and look down. It appears something is keeping them magically sealed to the floor. And you look down, look around, see what could be causing that. You notice that the gallery does have water damage that's worn a whole lot of it away. It looks like it was very impressive at one point, but, was incredibly damaged in the flood. You notice that there are only 2 wings here on this main floor that have not collapsed in or flooded, with labels saying Sculpture Hall and Painting Hall. And from down the Painting Hall, where some of the spiders fled, you can hear this slight yelp of surprise and a curse in Sylvan.
Sylvan?
I don't know that.
Goes to look at what languages I know again. Nope, Sylvan is not one of them.
That wasn't deep speech, so it's positive.
I know what to do.
I feel like Mel should know Sylvan, but unfortunately, he does not.
Would we get the gist of it if we know Elvish?
I'd say they're relatively close enough languages, probably.
Oh,
okay.
I know
okay,
Elvish.
I'll take that.
It would be like speaking Italian and Spanish, though.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, you understand it's like a surprised exclamation of curse words.
Alright, I'll grip Angel's
Someone's
Bane tightly and look to where that was.
Wait,
from
before
the
we go any
painting wing.
further, Momo's gonna cast Prestidigitation on all of us and make us smell like rotten peaches.
Why, thank you.
Oh.
It's beneficial, it's repellent, okay? Get over it.
It's not that I'm not getting over it, it's like you're gonna have to cast that a lot.
Just as long as I can keep it up.
Also, I think it only lasts on, 3 at a time or
hour.
something.
Does it?
Oh, yeah, it does. But if we're close enough to one another, then...
I can, 1 cubic foot, and for 1 hour.
Actually squish. Oh, an hour? Okay.
Alright.
Alright, I'll slowly move towards the painting wing.
Yeah.
I'll follow.
Given... Okay, here's a... No, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright.
Don't be suspicious.
You, continue walking into the painting wing, and you see that a lot of them have just, been destroyed, melted by, well, frankly, a whole lot of flood damage that washed in, ruined everything for everyone all of the time.
Wow, the Animal Crossing Museum's seen better days.
Mm-hmm. But there are a couple of... Hold on, let me see where my note... There we go. There are a couple of paintings that are still intact. There's one called Perfect Riddle, which is a painting of a gathered circle of sphinxes, a couple of, vulture-like humanoids, a giant humanoid, and a slender dragon with, deep purple, almost black scales.
What is the... Oh, sorry.
There is a second painting, Dream of Struggle, of which the lower half is a bunch of mining dwarves gathered asleep, and then a little painting of a dream above them of like endless toil working in factories and mines to build cities and stuff like that.
They're even working in their dreams.
There is a third painting, Wilderness, which depicts a landscape of stalactites, which at first glance just looks, yeah, that's a lot of caves. Second glance, you swear you see eyes and tendrils peeking out of or behind the painted stalactites. And then there's one painting, however, that is pristine, and it is labeled Lost in the Mists, which displays, like, the stone circle surrounded by mist, with a single, pretty beautiful-looking woman with elven features, pointy ears, very, like, slightly wider than human eyes, lipstick on, seated at a table in the middle, with a cup of tea in her hands.
What color hair?
Black.
Okay.
Is it the Fey woman?
Lady Famar does not have black hair.
Okay.
Ginger. That's why I asked.
Ginger.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot what color her hair was, so I wasn't familiar. So. Okay. Does the elf lady in the painting look familiar though? Like,
Yeah.
You get closer to look. She does not appear familiar at first glance to any of you, unless you want to make like a Arcana check to see if you have heard of her, because something weird and magical's going on in this gallery. Maybe it's magic. No from Momo. No from Rax.
I mean, might as well, I guess.
Get a natural 20.
I guess
Come on.
it's up to
I was gonna roll a
me.
5 now. Fuck you.
Hey! Not bad. Not enough.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
Would I recognize the dragon at all?
No.
So,
I'm just wondering.
what I was going to ask is, looking back at the perfect riddle, what is the, assuming it's important, and if it's not, tell me, but what is the position of the, you said there was a gathering of sphinxes and humanoid vultures and whatnot. What is their position?
They're all like in around a big round table.
They're around a table.
And as you look at that one, Malifane, you hear a voice in your head. Boy, come here.
Like, excuse me?
Wrong painting, boy, come here.
Where is the voice coming from?
It is echoing in your head. So you look around. That's not the voices of any of your companions, for sure.
You guys hear that?
Who what?
What?
Oh.
You alright?
what's wrong?
I think I'm okay. Thought I heard some talking.
Rax will mistake that for him thinking it was the person we just heard, so he's gonna like scout around a bit more to see if he can find anyone.
Alright, Rax, you continue looking around, seeing if there's anything besides scuttling spiders that like retreat as you approach, because you are very big, and they don't want to get squished.
Mm-hmm.
Malifane, you hear, "Are you ignoring me, boy?"
This does not sound like the boy I'm familiar with.
My
Where
boy.
you said it's coming from another painting, or he said it's coming. They said it's coming from another painting.
You were in front of Perfect Riddle, and they said wrong painting.
I start, albeit like cautiously, looking through the other paintings.
You go down the line of paintings. No, not that. There we go. As you stop in front of Lost in the Mists.
Can I help you?
Well, I should certainly hope so, boy. You're not secretly a spider or a mind flayer in disguise, are you?
Not last I checked, no.
Excellent. Then you will be of plenty of use to me. And the woman in the painting moves, turns her head, looks over in your direction.
Fuck that!
Can everyone see that?
Everyone can see that.
I'm not looking. What the hell?
Everyone who's looking that direction can see it at least.
Is that just me?
No. No, it's not.
Plenty of use to you. You... What exactly do you mean by that?
Allow me to introduce myself, boy. I am the Lady of the Mists. I shall write that out in case you don't have the ability to spell it for whatever reason.
Thank you for your confidence in me.
We stand.
Yeah.
I think Rex will look over if people were freaking out.
I would say this is the strangest thing to happen to me so far, but I can't say entirely this is the first time I've spoken to a painting.
Is it the first time one has spoken back?
You know, I'm not entirely sure about that one.
I suppose you will continue to not be sure. You see, I am not truly a painting. I am trapped in one.
Sorry, you cut out.
I am not truly a painting. I am trapped in one.
What exactly did you get stuck in there in the first place?
I was sent here to act as diplomat. Apparently, someone had reset up, some sort of operations in your room. Turns out to have been a mind flayer. Not the best choice of who I would be sent to talk to, but a job is a job. And then he decided he would show me around the place, do a little bit of wining and dining, and decided it would be good for a laugh if I was to be a permanent guest of this particular gallery.
Mind flayers are not exactly the most trustworthy of hosts.
I know that now, yes.
This Lithid, you wouldn't happen to know what he looked like by any chance, would you?
Had a black robe on, definitely to look more mysterious. Had very comfortable shoes, but he must walk a while and really care for his feet.
Oh my, okay. Yep, I have a feeling I know exactly who you're talking about. He's been giving my group and I some trouble as well, to put it mildly.
Oh, your group. They're with you, then.
Looks over to, well, anyone paying attention, I suppose.
Momo is just looking in pure confusion, like, are you talking to that thing?
Like, we can't hear her, right?
Yeah, you can't hear her so far.
Oh no, he's just looking. He didn't... He's just looking.
Okay.
Alafane, are you talking to it?
Is this
You're not
really
hypnotized,
the most
are you?
surprising thing, right? No, of course not.
I'm talking to a
it's not
sword. It's not very questionable that you're talking to a painting.
Jeez.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's make this easier. The woman in the painting moves again, clearing her throat. You may all stand at attention now.
Could we all hear that?
You can all hear that.
I come over.
There,
Momo also
and now
comes
we all
over.
can hear her. Am I really so crazy now?
No, I didn't. I was just...
It's okay. So, what is exactly that you would need to get us... What exactly do we need to get you out of there?
I believe his exact words were I was to remain in here unless there was a willing form to take my place.
Oh.
Oh.
A willing form.
A willing form, yes.
What if we, like, rip the picture? Would that kill you?
I really don't want to test that.
Yeah, let's not.
She's a victim. She's another victim of
Do you guys?
Oh no!
Oh!
No!
Oh, God.
Another victim of the.
Scott was the willing participant.
Another victim of
Oh no. Well, what about a wish spell?
Do you happen to have one of those on hand?
No, I was just suggesting it.
I mean, a wish spell is a wish spell. Those are pretty fucking powerful.
Hello?
Do you think?
Hello.
Hello?
Do you think
There we
dispel
go.
magic
Okay.
could work?
I know not what level of magic this is. I suspect it is very high.
Not surprised. Willing participant.
Willing form.
Didn't even know if it could do something like this.
Do you think? Stop me if this sounds ridiculous, but it's just a willing form. I mean, a construct could maybe count, perhaps? I don't know, what do you think?
My expertise is not on creatures like that.
I mean, don't think. I don't know. Honestly, don't.
I mean,
Why? What did you have in mind?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call him particularly sentient, but Jabiti pretty much has to do whatever Scam directs. Its form could be made willing.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
The way I see it is that, unless I'm mistaken, and tell me if I'm wrong, but creatures like that aren't necessarily willing. They serve a master just like any other mindless creature. Not saying that Jabiti is that, but...
Does he
But I mean,
count as sentient is the thing?
Willing form.
All right.
Was the verbiage, right?
Willing form was the verbiage.
I think Jabiti could work. We could give it a try at least.
Yeah, it'd be some quite a bit of time to truck back and truck back back here, and then there's all this nonsense about. So
do homunculi have souls?
I think the gem is what makes them alive. Besides the magic.
well, I mean, it never said that the willing had to be done by a sentient creature or anything like that. If someone wills a, construct or homunculi to do something, then it is willed. I mean, I don't know. That would be something we'd have to test, obviously.
Okay. I have a very, very stupid idea. Feel free to shoot me down.
Yes.
But I could try to make some sort of form out of dust or something with prestidigitation.
I don't think that would work.
No? Okay. Shot in the dark. This was
Dust is not willing.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try and find something in time.
How long have you been in there?
Gosh. I seem to have lost all sense of time in here. It's as if the whole place doesn't move. It's quite disappointing.
What were your last memories?
having a
being
very good glass of wine and being shown around this gallery. We went through the sculpture hole, then into the painting hole, and then I was in a painting. You know how it is.
Do you remember who you were with?
The mind player with the fuzzy slippers.
Wait, what? You were with Renko.
That's what I said, yes.
Oh, out of character, I totally misheard that, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, there's nothing really stopping us from taking you with us. We have quite a few people backing us up who are very versed in magic and stuff like this.
I am,
even if
however,
we can't
bolted to the wall.
just bolted. Kind of take a look, see if it looks
These are
like the
dwarven
bolts can be...
adamantine bolts.
Well, that's inconvenient.
What if we cut the painting out of the frame?
I wouldn't really want to chance that personally. If it was just a painting, sure, but no, there happens to be a person in there, so probably the best idea. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe cutting it, she could feel the pain of it. Not be so
Well, let's
pleasant.
test it.
Not do that.
You all discuss this. I'm still curious about that person we heard.
That was me.
I won't... No, not you. Wait, was it you?
Well, since you're so quick to deny that it was me, obviously...
That last one, sorry?
Ball of nobody.
No, I mean, like, what was it?
A humanoid arm sticking motionless out from below a pile of rock.
Oh, humanoid arm, okay. I will get Angel's Bane, and, like... Because remember, this is his dad, he just shows, just like, look, that's you.
That is me, but it's a rock instead. I shall now go back to screaming to drown out the noise.
Wait, before you do, do you recognize who you're stabbing there, or is that just some generic thing?
No idea.
Did your former master make this?
Probably.
You don't have to scream.
Yes, I do. I was ordered to.
No, or I unorder you to.
Okay, fine. Jeez.
You could have
I
just
feel-
ordered me to stop.
We need a long talk, you and I.
I can talk for a very long time
I
about
understand.
vengeance.
I very much understand that. What will you be talking about when you get said vengeance?
More vengeance.
Against whom?
Against anyone who irritates me by asking me questions as to where my vengeance will go.
All right, understood. I'm going to go back. Actually, I'm going to investigate the room a bit more.
All right, it is just those 4 statues: the volunteer parishioner, Ball of Nobody, Angel's Bane, and Wounds.
Is there, like, any other inscriptions or anything?
Just the names of the statues.
Okay, is there just anything, like, any objects or anything else in the room, or is it just that?
Like piles of rubble from destroyed other statues.
Nothing in them?
Investigation check.
Okay. You told me to loot and investigate more.
Go for it.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Why do you like the number 7?
I did tell you to loot and investigate more, however, that's real bad.
I will take note, and I will try and find my way back.
Alright, you find your way back. Luckily, it's not that hard. You just go back into the picture gallery with the rest of the party.
And what are they doing?
You know what?
Uh.
I have no idea if this is gonna work, but fuck it. Actually, no. Never mind. What am I saying? It's fucking adamantine. I'm not gonna pull that shit out of the wall.
I know there are spells that can make people do and think certain things out of character. Pretty sure Momo has access to the Gesh spell.
I have the spell command.
Gesh, which is spelled Geas, is a little more. It's a little more.
It's much meaner.
Oh, yes, I do have that.
It's much meaner, and my lawful neutral ass is like, I mean, if we get an enemy and you can compel them with Gesh, you can make them willing to take her place.
I'm not
Which
gonna.
is
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna lie
fucked,
to
but
you.
like, hey man, whatever.
No, I was thinking of doing the exact same thing, same brain. But I have to be honest, I thought it was pronounced Gios. Like the code
That's
Gios.
what I thought it was too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's some Irish word, I believe. Yeah, it's weird pronunciation.
So it's Gesh?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool.
Weird.
The more you know.
Knowing is half the battle. The other half is violence.
So
But yeah, no, it'd be really mean, but I mean, if we use it on an enemy, then whatever.
I just strolled back. What did I miss?
we think we might have a game plan.
Code Gesh.
So
Right.
I have a spell called Gesh, and it's like command, but a lot more fun. So if we find an enemy, and you see Momo's eyes light up, like something just clicked in his brain. I know exactly who we're going to put in that painting.
Oh.
No.
He points to the giant cave where the giant spider was.
Oh no.
I think that would
Well,
work.
what do you think?
You actually think that will work?
Perhaps, maybe.
I mean, you place a magical command on a creature you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service, or refrain from some action or course of activities as you
That's not
decide.
willing.
If the creature can understand you. So I think that's up there.
You have speak with animals.
No, we're not doing that!
It would be useful. It would probably be a good thing to do. It would.
All right,
get rid
I
of
will.
one of the
Let me
giant
clarify.
Spiders.
I will not be looking when you do that.
Just close your visor. It'll be fine.
Right.
I am looking away. I do not see it.
I do
No,
not see
I
it.
mean-
It does not exist.
Speak with animals. How long does that last?
Do I have speak with animals?
Probably. I think that's a cleric spell. No, it's not.
Nope.
It's a druid spell. I know Fabagath had it.
Yeah.
I have speak with dead, not speak with animals.
Didn't someone have tongues? Was that you?
I do have tongues.
Would that work? Let me look up the definition.
I can cast it on any creature, and they'll be able to understand a creature they're talking to.
Spell grants creature understand any spoken language it hears.
You're going to touch the spider and give it the ability to understand you, so that you
would have to touch it.
Kiss the spider.
Honestly, that sounds fucking hilarious.
I grab Momo by the shoulders. You're a brave man.
Yes.
And looking at it. Let me double check something real fast.
If I am going to do this,
a cleric spell. Darn, no, it's not. That's fine.
I'll need backup for protection, of course.
Well, naturally.
So, are we really going to do this?
I don't see why not. It would be a very elegant, if ridiculous, solution.
And at least she'd be free, and who knows, maybe she could actually help us find more things, more secrets to this place.
Melvin, didn't you mention she was some kind of a diplomat? Did she say who she was a diplomat for?
No.
That might be useful information.
Yeah.
But I mean, we do have a plan, so we could, let her know about that at least.
Okay. Mal, since you're her favorite, do you want to go tell her the plan?
It looks like Scott is typing.
Yeah. That is typing.
I was just gonna say there's a really big fucking thunderstorm outside right now, so apologies in advance if my internet dies.
Okay.
Anyways, what did I miss?
So, we have a plan, and Momo asks Malifane if he wants to relay the plan to the lady in the painting.
I equally do and do not consent to this.
And also we want to maybe find out who she's a diplomat for.
Yeah.
Wait, two things. First of all, I thought she could hear us, or can she...
We've moved away.
Yeah, we've moved away.
Oh. Okay.
I'm being very polite and not listening.
Thank you!
See? Proper diplomat.
Okay, so the plan is to inform to trick the spider.
Yep. I'm gonna fly up, cast tongues on
Creature
it.
into taking the place of Lady of the Mist.
Yep, and then I'm gonna cast Gesh on it and hopefully get it into that painting.
It's pronounced Gias.
Is it? I thought it was Gesh! Gesh!
It's pronounced gas!
There we go. That's right.
Gas!
That's it right there.
Gotta step on the gas.
Gas.
Okay,
Whatever.
yes, same principle.
Whatever.
So.
Right. Okay.
Cast Gesh.
Malifane is going to walk over to the Lady of the Mist and say, right, we think we have an idea as to how we can get you out of there.
Okay.
And he relays the plan, from the creature outside to the Gish, what the fuck ever, and tricking it into taking places with her, the whole shebang.
That sounds absolutely hilarious, she says in a voice that betrays no sense of humor whatsoever.
Yes. Yes. but it's what we have.
Asking if who she's a diplomat for.
While we're on the subject, we've been thinking. You mentioned something about your diplomacy and you being a diplomat for someone. Who exactly is that?
I serve the Winter Court of the Feywild.
That would be Quintessa's reaction, but Rex is just like, oh.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, Malaphane's not sure what to do with this right now. I see.
Was it a pleasant
You know
joke?
what? No. On the outside, he's like totally playing it cool and was like, yeah, no, okay, yeah, other people talk, please, because Malaphane is kind of like in a frozen state.
Frozen.
Hey.
Not intentional, I promise. Mentally frozen state. Physically, he looks fine, but mentally, he's just like, oh god, not this shit again.
So, was it a pleasant job?
Well, it was until I got trapped in a painting.
I would assume so.
I use the phrase pleasant, of course, very loosely. We don't necessarily feel pleasure in the Winter Court.
I see. I'm not really well versed on the Feywild. I don't know this stuff.
Many men things are not.
Okay.
Well, are you going to stand there awkwardly,
No.
muttering to yourselves, or are you going to try and enchant a spider?
Right, yes.
Yes. That is the thing we are going to go and do
breaking
right
character.
now.
Right, so we're actually doing this. Okay.
What do you mean? You're the one who suggested it!
I know I did. I know it. I'm mentally preparing.
That's the first time you've ever heard Rex's, like, octaves go up.
You see Momo kind of, like, startled a little bit, like, Jesus Christ.
I will prepare myself for disappointment.
I mean,
That's as bad
not
as
the
it
worst
sounds.
idea.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
as awful as it sounds, maybe keep your expectations low.
That is not reassuring to anybody, Momo.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
gonna do
have
my
you
best,
met us?
Okay?
Our kind of hallmark is fucking everything up, but, you know, we'll see if we can't spin that into a favorable direction. Let's go charm a spider!
Let's
All right.
Spider.
Also, like, out of character, Autumn Court is different from Winter Court, so there's that at least.
Autumn Court's not the Winter Court.
I feel like Alex just sat here right now, just like, this is really the party I chose.
Dear r/D&D stories, today my players decided to try guessing a spider to solve a puzzle.
Players trapped a giant spider in a painting. They
had to
charmed
cast
him.
tongues on it first in order for guess to work. Alright. You head back through the streets of the slums, and you swear you see movement out of the corner of your eye, but it's not close enough to you to go after you, so you kind of double time it through the streets, passing by all sorts of insects and, like, the nasty peat-smelling torches before getting back to the temple, where the giant spider has finished its lunch and is just kind of chilling on one of the broken pews.
It's moved!
Okay. And at this point, he's still being, like, super quiet. I assume we have... Sorry. So...
He's being super quiet as Rexenol laughs up a storm.
We're being really quiet!
I swallowed a spider egg.
Don't do that. You're gonna get birth.
Gross.
Momo looks back at Corellian and Rax. I assume they're back there.
Yeah.
And Malphane. He looks up at the spider. And then he starts to fly up to it and moving his wings as quietly as possible like an owl.
Make a stealth check.
I hate this!
Dun.
Can I get advantage?
No.
Does anyone know possible trace?
Can I
Actually, I used to, but now I'm a dog. Also, I'm not with you, so.
bark bark?
Bark, bark.
No!
You know.
I forgot to turn on public roll, but the roll was 7.
Isn't he disadvantaged?
It's fucking incredible.
Disadvantage why?
Because of his armor?
Nope.
He's got a just
I
breastplate.
have lightweight armor.
Ah, and I know that's not the first time I pointed that out. I'm done. God, that is a
So-
fucking miracle.
Momo's gonna fly up to it as silently as he can. And he's gonna go to the abdomen. Oh my god, I'm so scared. He's gonna go to the thorax, the big rump of the spider, where so that he doesn't have to go in front of it. And he's going to lay his hand very, very gently onto it, and he's gonna cast tongues
Alright.
at 3rd level.
You press your hand up against the spider, it jumps, and you quickly, shoot arcane energy into it, giving it the power of understanding. And it chitters, its voice echoes shortly thereafter with magic. Who is there? Who is there? And it looks around, scuttling back and forth before seeing you, turning towards you, backing away a little bit.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Child of the air, sworn enemy of the Hive Queen.
Enemy? I'm not your enemy. Do you...
While
your
you
help.
breathe, Birdman, you are an enemy.
Wait, enemy of the what? Sorry?
Hive
The Hive Queen.
Hive Queen, okay.
Out of character, you guys ready to play Get Down, Mr. President, for a minute?
I don't know what that is.
You don't. Oh right. Oh right.
It
You're
takes-
British.
It takes a
It
minute
takes
to
a-
cast guess.
Oh.
So, Momo is going to cast Gesh, and he's going to distract him, the spider, by
Wait.
just talking to it while he prepares the enchantment.
Yeah, this all seems natural to me. I'm a dumb fucking spider.
Well, isn't Gias using verbal components?
Yeah, Gias is using verbal components. You'll have to focus on doing that.
You might have to
Okay.
point to us and use us.
Yeah, Momo's gonna before he starts, he points down. I have friends here. It's not just me. We're not here to hurt. We just want to help.
We
No,
will
no, no,
kill
no, no,
them
no, no.
all, but you will die screaming first, Arakakra.
I don't like that. And he starts flying away from the party in a different direction.
I want to cast Compelled Duel on the spider.
Oh my god! Yes!
Yes!
It lasts a minute concentration, so that'll at least buy us some fucking time. How about you take a look at me instead, big boy?
Yeah, alright, Corellian, you step forward, divinely compelling out a challenge. The wolf spider clicks, and you can hear it echoing behind the click noise as Tongues translates, "Yeah, I could probably take you," and charges at Corellian.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Small, don't worry about it.
Oh, what have you
You
done?
wrestle the wolf spider.
Oh, it moves so quickly. Don't like that.
Yeah, it's really fucking fast. It's got 40 feet of movement.
That's fine.
Wow.
I just back off and let you deal with it.
Yeah, it's just trying to chomp you at this point, Corellian.
I guess I'll try and grapple it. Why the fuck not? So that's just an athletic.
Cool. Yeah.
You know what?
Athletics.
Oh god!
Oh no!
You know what?
You are pinned to the ground by this giant spider.
Doing great.
I will also try to grapple it because Rax is the sort of man who would face his fears. Let's be real.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to grapple it, but I don't want you being crushed to death.
Oh,
so
it's fine. I have plate on.
What do you mean? It's fine.
It's fine.
This is very much not
You got
fine.
plate on and spider abdomen in your face.
It's fine. Everything's all right.
Thing. That's someone's thing, I guarantee it.
I mean, anyway.
Changing.
Also, just saying, the spell ends if either of you damage it or cast a harmful spell on it. So maybe don't try to attack.
Yeah, I'm not. That was the plan.
Okay.
Well, I will shout to it. Wait, maybe don't put all your weight on him.
Afraid I'll be crushed, man thing.
No, I'm not afraid to be crushed. I'm just saying that the duel will not be as exciting if you're crushing him. You know, maybe
that
don't do that.
Be advantage, so I guess I'll do that again. There we go. I'm gonna crush. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
Don't get him.
You're doing a great job, sweetie. I guess I'm gonna try and grapple him again. You're doing a great job, sweetie.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, you just push up the spider, holding it away from you, holding it in the air as its legs just flailing, smacking you in the back and shoulders, but you're holding on pretty damn well. It would have needed a nat 20 to match that, so...
What am I looking at?
A spider.
Guess we're just gonna hang out here for the rest of the minute, huh?
Looks like it.
Oh, look at the big man. Thinks he's so brave holding a spider. I'll bite your face off.
Please, by all means. Also, you're... nice. Good one. That kind of hurt. Con save.
Doing a great job. Gold star.
Gold star.
Right.
Yeah. So that is... not rolling the poison damage for whatever reason, but you're going to take half of this. I think a quarter of that, because you got the Belt Dwarven
Quarter.
Hound.
Yep.
You roll poison damage.
God,
oh boy, down to 101.
I look at Malifaux and I just go, the stuff you all must have seen to make this all right. You all concern me.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, there's more than what we saw in the hall with that whole conference. There's more.
Would you like me to tell you the story about the moths?
Give me a crash course, because we've got like 30 seconds.
Yeah, as the spider continues to bite, Corellian, you just take your free hand, squish your hand around its mouth, and it goes...
Very nice, very nice. Good form.
I'd say, yeah, it's still flailing, but yeah, you definitely have enough time now that you're holding its mouth shut to just guess it without any interference, and you already cast it up there, so... Abracadabra! You have... Actually, I do technically need to make a saving throw for the spider. And...
If he passes the saving throw...
What's your thing?
What's your DC?
Kidding me?
What's your DC?
It's a 16!
No!
Fuck.
No! No! I'm gonna cast it again. I'm gonna use my last 5th level spell slot and cast it again.
Oh my god!
I am charming. I am enchanting this goddamn stupid spider.
Just gonna keep holding it down. I don't think I need to cast Compelled Duel again, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're good, since you're directly holding it.
You just hear the crash course end. What? And they did what to you?
Actually, I want to cast Bane on it.
Alright.
Oh, good.
And there was that time where we got trapped in the astral sea. Well, technically, we did that intentionally, but...
Alright, 11 versus Gesh. Oh my fucking god. You know, I was wondering what could possibly make the story even more ridiculous. The first Gesh miss. It's a fucking spider.
Watch this next one, Chris. I swear.
Spider. No, he got a 13 and minus 2 is 11.
Breathe!
Four total spell slots on a fucking spider.
Things we do for this game.
Spell slots on
Is it
this
just
spider.
Is it just me, or does God feel exasperated right now?
I mean, is it any worse than usual when it comes to us?
Yeah. Malifane, your off-screen recounting of the chaotic adventures you've been on makes you feel a surge of chaotic energy.
And don't get me started on... Oh, hey, look at that. Hang on one second. I forget how to... no matter how many times I have to draw a card, I forget how I do it.
Alright,
loot.
rollable tables.
Not loot, the other things.
To the right of the book.
To the right of the book, okay.
Yeah, it's
rollable
index.
tables.
Rollable tables.
Index, thank
Index.
you. Alright, so he says, and don't get me started on the... Oh, hang on, I need to take this. Roll.
Your wife really is a treat, isn't she?
She's something. Oh, hey, look at that, it's the Fiend.
Alright. And as you continue talking about the various random adventures you had, you mentioned, and then there was this one time, there was this screaming, flaming octopus, and behind you, you hear an "Ah!"
Okay, look at that. That exact one right there. Hello!
Yeah, you look around, there's a flaming, flopping around octopus on the ground behind you.
I attack it!
Alright, roll attacks against the flaming octopus.
I get 3!
Listen, you guys have fun with that.
He's exasperated. I can't even find what this. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Alright, so...
you shredded it!
That is...
Turned into Chini!
That is 46 damage total on the flaming octopus. It needs to make a con save to avoid system shock. You just kill the giant flaming octopus as you slash Angel's Bane through it over and over again with reckless abandon. The screaming stops and you just hear it go, "What the fuck, man?" before it disappears into a cloud of brimstone.
I look at Mal and I just go, "And you chose not to do that the first time. Why?"
I'm not sure. So anyway, then there was this dragon.
I'm so concerned for your health, young man.
Is there anything next? Any combat left?
No, you have successfully guessed the giant spider.
Yes!
It is now a willing form and will take.
Yeah.
What
is up, my best friends who definitely didn't mind control me?
I'll have to tell you more about it later.
Oh, hi, bestie. You're doing great.
Hey, bestie. We're wrestling. Here comes the spider RKO out of nowhere, and then he just flails around some more.
Oh, fuck me. So,
hey, since now you know we're safe, would you mind coming with us? We need your help finding something.
Yeah, sure. I've got 8 eyes. That's almost as much as all of you.
Wonderful. Follow us.
So what's your name, dare I ask?
My name is...
Nice to meet you.
37.
Nice! I shall call you Click, if that's alright.
How dare you?
Why?
Be nice towards our new friend.
I give you a look. He's wearing the mask, but he gives you a look. Alright, Clickers.
Oh my god! Oh my insectoid god! Oh my came from space and was banished god!
Fine,
Let's go!
That's better.
So I assume we take him to the gallery then.
Yeah. You head through the streets over towards the gallery. Oh god, this place fucking reeks.
Yeah, sorry. We don't know what's causing it.
Yeah, it's the fruit.
Oh.
What's up with that fruit, by the way?
It's stinky.
I don't know what it is.
It's stinky.
It's a durian.
Understandable.
Stinky.
Stinky.
Is it poisonous, for any chance?
Stinky.
No, I mean, like, if one of us were to eat it, would we probably die?
It's stinky.
I
don't think he's the most intelligent creature. I don't say that out loud.
Hey, my mother said my intelligence was this many, and he holds up 3 legs.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It really is.
But don't worry, we won't be near those fruit for much longer. And
Alright, I might just vomit a little if we're gonna pass him, though.
That's understandable.
And we take him into the gallery.
Head into the gallery, passing by the torches. He does vomit a little.
Oh, ew.
I almost feel bad for him. Almost.
Almost.
Help, my empathy is creeping up.
No. Claw and shoulder. No.
No.
I'm trying so hard. I'm trying. And bring him to the Lady in the Mist.
Alright. You take the spider in front of the painting. He stares. I never really got modern art.
It's not for everybody. So
No, it's not.
we actually need to find something in this painting. And we need you to go in there and see if you can't find it.
To go in the painting? Like,
Yeah.
it's a painting. From what little I know of paintings, if I touch it, I wouldn't, like, get sucked in, like, oh my god! And then he touches the painting, gets sucked inside, and this cloud of mist covers the entirety of it.
Oh, Momo has to turn away.
Oh no, I'm watching.
Before mist leaks out of the painting and coalesces into the form of the woman from it. Being Fae, she is substantially beautiful now that she is in the flesh. She's tall and slender, and the mist around her, like, kind of swirls, like, leaks out from the end of her raven hair before coalescing into the rest of it. She shakes her head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wasn't sure that was going to work.
I'm really happy you did.
Neither did I.
Why we start off with the lowest of expectations, so we always exceed them.
Indeed.
Well, nice to meet you properly.
Yes.
I would say the same, but you're the type of people that talk to spiders.
It was one time!
Look,
If it
I'm
works,
just saying,
it
you're not
works.
the type of people who would normally be in my social circles.
That's understandable.
Right.
Extraordinary circumstances.
Extraordinary circumstance.
Extraordinary indeed.
So, what now? You're free.
Well, now, I suppose, I would be getting back to the plane of the Feywild. However, there is not a native portal down here. Or, if there is, no doubt he has deactivated it by now. Nor can I simply leave, as she turns into a cloud of mist, floats around, turns back into a regular humanoid form behind you. While I am capable of going a great many places, I cannot travel through water, and this is a sunken city. Which means, for the moment, I am stuck with you people.
Well, if it's any
I'm very
consolation...
sorry.
You should be.
If it's a...
You were saying, Corellian.
Oh, right. Well, if it's any consolation, the current plan is to get rid of said Mind Flayer who, you know, put you into this predicament. So that's the goal we're working towards.
Acceptable.
And we do have a bit of a base of operations, if you're interested in at least going back there and getting out of all this nonsense gestures to all the fucking spiders and webs and eggs and bullshit.
Oh, good lord, yes. Stinks to high heaven in here, and there are spiders. What more could one possibly ask for?
Well, I think we can all agree that we should head back then.
I mean, out of character. I mean, out of character. I mean, don't we want to do something about, you know, all this nonsense so we don't have to deal with it again later?
Yeah, we need to stick around.
I think I misheard something. Then yes, please proceed. Tally ho.
Tally ho.
Hey, now you can absolutely fireball the hell out of that tunnel now.
Very true.
His pupils dilate. I forgot I could do that. And he starts like quickly flying his way to the tunnel.
Yeah, you fly out of the gallery towards the tunnels. The rest of you start walking that way. The Lady of Mist following. She like recoils almost instantly upon seeing the torches with the stinky fruit in them. Oh, God, who the hell would set up Probosu fruit here? Sorry, I misspoke. It's been a while since I had a working tongue that wasn't paint.
Where's Probosu from?
Probosu is native to the jungles of the Feywild. I personally cannot stand the stuff. It's, God, enough to... Let me put it this way. It's like a smelling salt, emphasis on the smelling to the Fey.
Oh.
It certainly does not seem
repellent to the spiders.
Well, it does stink, yes.
Huh, I wonder why that would be set up here. Maybe to prevent anyone from coming and looking for you?
Presumably. Or to prevent me from leaving. She looks down at them.
Too.
Not a very well set up barrier either way. I could just unscrew this. And she like turns her hand into mist, faces it into the floor. Bump, bump, bump! One of the torches falls over to the ground, knocking down the Probosu fruit with it.
I can just grab that and get that out of here.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, so I'll do that. Take any loose fruit and fucking chuck them out, baby, out of the way.
Yeah.
Throw out some of the Probosu fruit so that it's now just like hanging on the front steps instead of inside the gallery. And then you mosey on back towards the temple.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
B.
Luke, baby. So, pardon me if we've already asked, but how did you meet Rankle?
I was elected to serve as diplomat since evidently the ancient city of Yorroom was being reactivated, is the correct term, I believe.
I see.
And so he tricked you into coming in here.
And so he tricked me into coming in there, yes.
Could you hazard a guess as to why he would have done that?
He mentioned something about some acquaintances of his and their distaste for the Fae.
What's a creature or entity on Mind Flayer level, or less, that hates Fae? He clenches his fist to try and recall something. Is there anything I should roll to remember or think of anything? Was I taught
make
anything?
a history check.
Yay! I love history.
Momo, you fucking hate Lady Fomar. Lady Fomar is the best. The Fae are fucking dog shit, Momo. Man, fuck them Fae. All my homies hate the Fae. And then you look over at the lady. Yes, not you, though. You're cool.
You're okay.
He smiles. It keeps walking without even saying anything. He just gives like a little cheek smile and like.
It's Faye. Who's that? What Faye? What? Huh?
Huh? I barely knew her.
Never heard of her. So.
Alright. So, do you just walk on down?
I assume so.
I guess.
Alright.
Yeah.
You walk on down into the temple, through the tunnel, as the walls, like, start to change and morph, becoming this yellow, waxy, paper-like sheen with, like, holes and webs, like, pockmarked through, sticking out occasionally. I'm not even going to have you roll a nature check. You recognize this is the shape of a giant hive that's being built under this temple.
Fun. Very fun.
No.
Alright.
Oh, that's the best kind.
Alright. And you continue walking along through the hive, and this, like, buzzing and droning noise that's been in effect ever since you walked back into the slums gets louder and louder as you go. Aurelian, you mentioned something about a ring of mind shielding, yes?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if those would help in any way, shape, or form.
Alright, are you currently attuned to it?
I'm not attuned to it, but I think other people might be attuned to one. I think Momo might be. People would
I
have to
think
check.
Momo was.
What's that?
Yeah, so that's at least someone.
Are you, Momo?
Yes, I was attuned to that, I believe.
Okay. In that case, let me double check something.
Oh, you're scaring me.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Okay. Alright. In that case, I don't think it would protect you from this, unfortunately.
Damn it!
Well, shit.
As you walk through, continue hearing this buzzing noise, and it starts to, like, almost subconsciously burrow its way into your brains. Going to need everyone to make intelligence saving throws. Malifane, you have one with advantage. Lady of the Mists is immune.
I did with advantage? Okay.
Yeah, you've got
Don't
advantage.
forget you have a.
This
Don't
is a
forget you have a
charm.
bonus from me. baby.
Indomitable.
Okay.
Right.
Also, you get a +4.
Uh,
Hell yeah! Oh, fuck yeah, dude!
Fuck yeah!
Let's go! Let's go!
Please tell me that works. Please tell me that
And
succeeds.
Zutzag. Hell yeah!
Oh no!
Hell yeah,
Up
brother.
top, baby!
Up top!
Woo! But yeah, don't forget you all get a +4 as well since you're around me.
Nice.
So
Oh, right. So 22. No, 21.
Yeah.
21. And then
What's the
almost
save?
23. The save was, as I scroll through and go get it. But, 17.
Oh, no.
Lucky duck.
Alright. The buzzing gets louder and louder. And then, almost everyone is forced to, like, shut their eyes to try and, like, get some relief from the headache and the migraine. And then, Malifane, the Lady of the Mists, and the Momo are fine. But, and the Momo.
The Momo.
Yeah. But, I'll go ahead and reveal what Zutzag hears, even though he's an NPC. Raxidal, Aurelian, and Zutzag all hear, like, confused, concerned voices calling your names, and you open your eyes to see, hey, what's up? Aurelian, you see, the image and shape of Hespera looking down at you, head tilted. Braxidal, you see your sister Artemis. And Zutzag sees the image of Snalgu. Malifane and Momo, you open your eyes, you don't see anything, but those three just look entranced and focused. And we're going to figure out what exactly these images have to say next time on Fallen Empires.
I fucking called it! I knew you were gonna pull something like this one day!
You fool! You thought you were safe by having your family on another continent? Eat shit!
Exactly!
I am Alex Baum,
I fucking knew it!
DM
It was either gonna
of horrors.
be gonna be my fucking dead wife or my kids! I knew one of them would show up!
Dead Wife Club up top!
Dead Wife Club! Thank you for joining us in the Dead Wife Club. We will see you next week on the Dead Wife Club. Tomorrow would usually be Stove, but Scott, you are busy, so we'll see if there's anything else in that slot.
Yep.
Thursday is Space Game, probably. If I'm well enough to do some yelling for Mountain Man, I'm probably well enough to do Space Game, honestly. Friday. I don't know.
Never Going Home, probably.
Probably it's Never Going Home. There's a pattern going on here. Then Sunday, Kristen is planning something sinister.
Ooh.
We will see you all for more of that, and we will see you all for more of Camp Streamix. Bye-bye!
Bye, guys.